doing? MrMKL here. Hanging out in the digital basement. You know how we do. Hey, I got like papers flying everywhere, man. Yo, I gotta... You ever have one of those moments where you're just like, I need to clean up my workspace? Everywhere I turn, something is just like 7 centimeters outside of being knocked by my elbow. Yo, what's going on, Super HC? How you doing, friend? Hope you've been good. Yo, we're back. Well, I'm back at it tonight with some speed running. I enjoy a good speed run. I hope y'all do too. On the MC grind. So every day with Martial Champions is a good day, isn't it? I love to hear it. How's it been going with your MC Mondays? I feel so bad. Like, I really do want to join, but it's like it's just at that time, right, where it's like I've been streaming for like 3 hours. I'm starting to get hangry. I need to get myself fed, and then I'm just like, a little late now. It's. We should do something though. We should do something one day where we get, I don't know if you're down to stream, or maybe there's someone who's willing to stream and rep the MC community, and then we can, you know, get together, launch in from my stream, we'll raid over, and we'll play some MC. I'll play for, you know, 20-30 minutes, get a set in, and then everyone be on their merry way. I think that could be nice. Alrighty. So, Megaman for the GameGear. Alright, we're back at this. Hopefully I can get a good run today. Yo, you will see here. I'm gonna see what am I comparing against here? My PB, right? Yeah. So, 1634. I managed to PB off stream, of course. And let's see, best up 1620 is my theoretical best. 1634, my PB right now, so I had a really good run for where I'm at in my skill level for this speedrun right now. So I don't know, 1634 might be hard to beat, but yo, that's the goal, right? It's the chase for the PB. But yeah, no, I managed to do that. So like, yo, we're what, 29? This is run number 30. Let's kick it off. Yo, the MC stuff not been super successful, but consistent once a week shouting at random people to play the game has got people to take a look at least. We're up to 20 members in the Discord. Nice, big congrats, Super. That's amazing. It takes some time, but you'll build up the community. Folks will see the beauty of it. All right, we gotta shake off some rust for this run. We need to slide more. Whoops. We need to not jump in enemies there. All right. So yeah, I think that's really, I mean, the amount of time saves, like, sliding is so much faster in Mega Man games. So it's where you wanna, whoops. Oh no, oh no. All right, we're fine, we're fine. That was a little sloppy. But no, right, so like you wanna beat sliding, always be sliding, like, let's be honest. So finding the opportunities, where is it faster? I might need to study some of the world record speedrun just to see where some optimization opportunities are. It's funny. So I know I'm a little bit behind pace just based on where I am in the soundtrack. Okay, just damage boost on through. We're good. All right. Oh, Hypergrav's starting to work on the Mizumi Wiki as well. Amazing. Oh. Oh, dang. Missed my full charge. Oh, no. There we go. Okay. At least I got the little slide charge at the very end there. There we go. Yeah, I see. I knew I was a little bit off pace just based on where I was in the soundtrack. Yo, Punk! Welcome. Welcome. Oh, no. Oh! I feel so silly. I went to the wrong character. Usually, you can buffer an input when you come back from the password select screen and you go to the character select. You can buffer like up, down, left, right very easily. It's a little bit weird to buffer the diagonals, and so I try to buffer diagonal down for my character select just so I can mash through it. Silly me. Yo, but Punk, welcome! Welcome! Glad you could swing by. Yo, let's... This is what you've done to me. You have done this to me, Punk. You introduced this game to me. You brought back the desire to speedrun. Which, legitimately, I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing your 10 minutes of game series. It has really... Oops. Whoops. It has really inspired me, like, to take a look at some games that I haven't thought about, right? I love the selection that you're going for. And that it brought this to my attention is just super nice. Oh man, I love the shot on the Met Hats and then sliding under. It's so satisfying. Good, got the turnaround, got the damage boost. This is a fun little spot too with these turrets. I love it. Oh, I'm really behind pace. I've got to be like 5 seconds behind. We'll see how well I do with the boss fight. Nope, didn't get over him. Played a Flash-based MM clone today, tough as nails. Ooh, interesting. Oh god. Alright. Ow. Oh no. That sucks. I missed my fully charged shot. Oh, that's rough. So what did I say? 5 seconds off? 5.1. So when you start getting the feel for it. You've been speedrunning as well these past couple weeks. Yo, you're in the PS... Oh, you've been doing free running? Oh, nice. Okay, give me good RNG, rocks. Nope, bad rock RNG. Yeah, Super's the world record holder. Nice. Ooh, ooh, yo, I almost bonked. That was really almost very bad. Okay, let me take it easy here. Ooh. Yeah, I need to get better at this segment. This is a very slow segment for me. All right. Now, and I need to make sure I hit this guy as, there you go. There you go. That was nice. I like that little hop. Yeah, a little slow on the stage there, so I lost a bit more time. Oh well. Yeah, so I've been working on the zips. The zips seem to be... I think there's some on... Oh, shit, I did it again. I keep getting distracted. Yeah, no, the zips are... They seem to be mostly a task tool, or like a task trick from what I can tell. It's not actually used in the world record speedrun. They work a little weird in this game. I think they learned from the zips in some previous Megaman games, and were like, okay, let's not allow that to happen. But there are some spots here. It's mostly like vertical zips, and there's a couple like leftward facing zips that you can do. Oh, shoot. But as far as other notable tech, there's not much. There's a couple little things, like, so you'll see when you slide, I mean, it's like Mega Man 3, I think, you'll like stop rating your tracks when you slide into an enemy. The way damage boosting works in a lot of the Mega Man portable games is quite different, the Game Boy ones in particular. So that's just like one thing to note. Of note, you can only have 2 pellets on screen at the same time, which makes mashing harder. It makes managing your shots a little bit tougher, and it makes charging a little bit more important. Oof. Whatever, I'm running with it. I'm right here. Yeah, so it seems mostly tight execution and a few tricks. Yeah, I was saying a little earlier on, it's a lot of very, very good execution in your sliding. And actually, this is something that holds true for, I mean, a lot of the Mega Man games. But the Mega Man 2 in particular, which is where my kind of speedrunning experience mainly lies, is yeah, chaining your slides becomes very important. And oh, there is, so you can stack your shots if you can do as much damage as a full charge shot if you land a half charge and a pellet in the same frame, like that. So that's like one way to speed up your damage per second, is to make sure that you're overlapping your shots, and so you can do smaller charges. Also, when bosses, when you kill them, you want to kill them as close to the top of the screen as possible, because the like effect that they have, like their little explosion effect, will take longer to get off screen the lower down they are. So if you kill them higher up, it dissipates quicker. Okay, got better rock RNG this time. Nice. Damn it. Yeah, so like in some Mega Man games, you know how like you want to like they'll do the walk towards the center of the screen after a boss is killed, so you want to like be timed right next to wherever that spot is. Yeah, so killing the enemies closer to the top of the screen is one of the things you have to do in this game in order to like, yeah, help speed up the end of stage process. Man, so far behind. All right, that's fine, that's fine. I had a death on stage 1. This is what happens, kids. All right, he did the tall hop, damage boost, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you want to try to get that in 2 jumps with 2 shots per jump. The problem being is that rock weapon, if you miss, it like spirals out and it lags the dang screen, and oh god, it's bad news bears. Yeah, that's right, Punk. Just like jumping for the Castlevania orb. Absolutely. Hey, look at that! I picked the right stage finally! I can't believe... I'm just... Whatever. Yo, we're chilling on a Friday, right? Oh, that's a cool little trick, too. So, you can nullify... I'll show you here. If you shoot the firework guy and the light bulb guy in very near the same frame, the lights will only dim, right? And now, nothing matters after that, right? So, yeah, and now the lights are reset once you change the screen. So that's a fun little trick you can do. Hey, Mohast, how's it going? Yeah, I never played much of 4, to be honest. So I'm curious. I don't know how it differs there. Okay, let me see if I can get this damage boost. It's not hard. I just gotta be careful. Slide, hop. I just gotta make sure I actually jump on the bullet. Oh, damn, that was close. Okay, that was not perfect, but we're fine, we're fine. Oh. It was one where you go with Pharaoh Man. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. I didn't commit. It's fine, it's fine. This is getting the rust off, man. This is just... It's a couple runs between friends, man. It's cool. It's cool. Ah. It's just telling me that I need to practice. Oh, damn. I messed that one up. That's fine. No, it's a shrug run at this point, right? Hey, I made it. You're just like, that's cool. I'm just making my way. We're shrugging through the run. It's fine. I always hated those platforms. Yeah, yo, Punk, what are you making for dinner? Gotta pour the pasta. Alright, so you're making pasta. Alright, I'm 2 minutes out. It doesn't even matter. Practice run. The bouncy light bulb man is actually terrifying. He will mess you up if you're not careful. But really, it's his stage. That's what gets me. Come on, jump. Jump, Mega Man. No. No, not like this. Okay, okay, okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I have been, like, struggling with this segment. I am making a save state. We're practicing this, friends. See? See? So what do we do? Okay. Can we get away with that? Does that work consistently? You can probably finish this game a lot faster if you use the password. Yeah, password %, right? Okay. That's the plan. That's the plan. Slide underneath. Hit him with the fully charged shot. Okay. Okay. I'm happy. Curses. See, yeah, and I tank way too much damage through that segment. Alright. Which means I have to take it super slow here, and I don't end up damage boosting on these last guys. Alright, I got some obvious time saves, though. I 100% don't trust myself. Do not trust myself not to waste all of my weapon energy here, though. Alright, and I think I can just mash that out and keep him on screen. Okay. Yeah. Those two, like, Bright and Napalm Man are a bit of a struggle. Just because if I don't get good energy drops, like, I'm tanking too much damage right now that if I don't get good energy drops, then I'm, like, struggling at the bosses. This should be a little bit better, right? I should need to take a few to get through. Nice, yo, you're practicing some MK1 stuff? Good. Good. I don't see as much MK1 stuff, like, on Twitter as I anticipated, but what I do see is wild, man. Like, they have turned that game into a tag game. It's so crazy. Oh, boo, come on. shouldn't have tried to race forward. Okay, and now the octopus guy. Yo, and this dude has, like, a remarkably small hitbox. And so it's another one that you can't charge with this, so yeah, you want to try to... like, land double shots right as he's transitioning from moving up to down. Ow. Okay, not great. Not great on health here. I'm gonna have to be careful. Because we have the Murphite battle. Ow. We're fine. We're okay. Oh, come on! See? This is the problem with tanking just like one too many hits. I'm a little early on my jumps. There you go. Ow. And now my rhythm's off. There you go. Strike, jump. Okay. Clearly I'm ready for this again. Let's do this. Bunch of the community are grifters and have been trashing the game? Oh god. I mean, I don't know. I have never quite understood the, some of the mentality in the Mortal Kombat community. Like, I mean, I've seen a bit of it in, like, the Street Fighter scene and, like, the Marvel scene with just kind of, like, I don't know, what is otherwise, like, players who should love their game that seem to hate it. Like, if you hate it, why are you playing it kind of thing? So I don't understand. It's a good-ass game, just not quite your tempo. Fair. Miss my slide. Oh man, I guess I'm not quite getting my slide out on that little tiny bit of a ledge. I need to tighten up my gameplay. Oh yeah, they kind of like, yeah, okay, it's that MK is where they're at, and it's not the game that's the it game, so there's some resentment there, maybe. Oh, MK1 is, sorry, definitely your tempo. Okay. There you go. Okay, I got the proper I got the slide momentum on that. All right. Ooh. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. I've realized I've gotten pretty good at, like, playing fighting games and reading chat, but playing, like, speedrunning games and reading chat is proving a little bit more difficult than I remember. Okay, I'm on decent pace though here. I think I'm on better pace than I was the first couple runs. Yeah, so much fun to explore the cameos and combo potential. There seems like there's some wild combo potential. I really love it. Oh, I almost got him. I almost got him right at the top of the screen too. That would have been good. Sliding is OP Super HC. Like, legitimately, slides are... Yo, gold split! Okay, that's a good start. Yeah, slides are legitimately, like, so good. And if you're good at, like, chaining your slides and optimizing the spots to get, like, the longest slides, where is it better to jump to avoid having to, you know, go up multiple little platforms, basically. It's good. The getting the momentum so that you could just, like, slide off ledges and get over gaps it's fun. Like, that is, like, look, I think there's one of the reasons that I think there is some crossover between speedrunners and fighting game players, is the movement. Man, it's the movement, right? Having good movement, rewarding movement, like being able to wave dash in Marvel 3 or Smash Brothers. Who I almost got hit again. Right? Like, that shit is super cool. It's super fun. It's just like triangle dashing around in Marvel 3 or Marvel 2. Super good. And some of the greatest speedruns, or like some of my favorite speedrun games are ones that let you do that. Let you chain slides and have cool movement tech. Unfortunately, that death lost me my my thing. Oh, yo, Punk! Enjoy your dinner, man. I'll catch you next time. Oh no. Oh no, that's bad. Okay, that was a bit of a sloppy fight. Yeah, enjoy your dinner, friend. Freaking 20 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta... See, this is the thing now, is that my first handful of runs, I saw the... Oh, just lurking with pasta. Awesome. My first handful of runs, you see the amazing progression, where, like, my first run was, like, 22 minutes and I died a bunch. And then it was, like, you know, 20 minutes and I died a little less. Now that I have the like, deathless runs, I have to, like, kind of actually be good. So I gotta remove so much of the slop from my game. Damn it. I wanted to get that bullet from that guy so I could damage boost across that gap instead of having to wait for the second hop from the grasshopper. Gotta remember, I need to charge up my shot for that guy. Okay, now let's be responsible little blue bombers. Let's not do anything silly or dangerous. There we go, we're good. Oh my. Oh my. What did I just say? I am so scared of that jump. Yo, legitimately, I will say it. I'm scared of that jump. Like... Like, I remember this entire segment when I played it growing up was, like, horrifying. It was terrifying to me. Nerve-wracking. Because that bullet's gonna mess me up. Well, we're getting practice, right? Yeah, I know. I do love that, right? It uses the same sprite. Right? Because, like, depending on what weapon you have, the power-up pellets will change colors as well. So it shares, I believe it shares the sprite slot, and so when the effect is applied to it, it is applied across all of them. So it's, yeah, it's one of those little side effects. Come on. It's actually, it's like, it's just, I think it's like a byproduct of how the game works, but it actually works interestingly. Almost just inched out of the spot every time. Oh god, I'm again, a minute and a half. Whoop. Is that right? That's right. Whatever. We're gonna go through. I need to actually get through runs, man. I have this horrible tendency to get stuck in a loop playing the first 2 levels or 3 levels of a speedrun, as I'm just like, no, I need to do better. I know I can do better. I need to do better, and it's not helpful. Getting the muscle memory for the entirety of the run, being willing to play through mistakes is part of this. It's part of the process. Okay, no, I needed charge, cause slide under, charge. No! I had the right idea. But you know what? That was no worse than me fucking fumbling around and being a silly boy. And I am going to get it eventually. Ow. See, I'm so low on health, right? This is what I was saying the last time through this, right? So hop under. So yeah, I can't damage boost, and this is gonna be a relatively this is gonna be a very risky boss fight. Yeah, right? You think they have all of this equipment. It would be so easy. Whew boy, okay, fine, we got through it. Look, Dr. Wily has never been the smartest bulb in the tool cabinet, so we can't be too surprised. All right, do we think, folks? Do we think we're gonna pull out a minute and a half in order to beat my PB? It's possible. don't think it actually is. That's fine. Maybe we'll get a gold split, though. Man, it's such a shame. I actually really like Waveman as a boss. I mean, he's got a pretty easy pattern. I just gotta get good at my timing. But this stage has so much auto-scrolling. Like the vertical section, the whole, this whole Sea-Doo section, whatever you want to call it. I'm sad I can't charge. And like, honestly, not being able to charge and only being able to have 2 lemons on screen at the same time is kind of like, it's a pretty significant nerf, gotta say. Come on. Alright, alright. I've had worse arguments with a mechanical octopus. Yeah, really, I question Dr. Wily's plan. This man's a doctor? Like... Ow. There we go. Yo, this man has actually killed me, like, after I knocked him out. That, whatchamacallit, like, that wave, the wave gust that he has, that'll just stay on screen after you kill him, and it will knock you out, and he will win in a double KO situation. It's so sad. It's so sad. Okay, and now we have the start of this stage, which is another really, really cool slide movement section. Let's see if I can get it. Nice! I love that, man. Yeah, I really love that section. Oh. And then these little fish, these little Eddie-looking fish. He's got the Eddie eyes, if you ask me. Whoop. We're fine. We're fine. We didn't hit the spikes. We're fine. Yo, I know, this is such a weird mishmash, right? Like... legitimately, okay, some of the end game feels kind of unfinished. Like... okay, wave... oh, how did that happen? No. Oh, come on. You're not supposed to do that if I hit you before... there we go. We're fine, we're fine. Usually, if you hit him before he does his, gets like halfway through his belly dance, he won't actually do the shot, and he'll just start hopping around again. Lag storm. Yeah, that's basically what it is. But yo, you'll see the end of these stages. So we're going into bars, right? We're going into what, Quickman stage. We got the we got this thing, which, so these things now, they don't kill you if you get hit. If you get hit by the edge of them. If you hit the center of the bar, it's different, but there's a sprite at the center, at the leading edge, that will actually just hurt you and not kill you instantly. But you'll see, like, the end of this stage has like no enemies. This section is completely barren. There's not even a boss. You'll see. We'll get to the end. I feel like, and then we're into like what? This is like from Mega Man 5. And then we're right. It's the Wily. It's the Wily fight. And the Wily fight, so the idea is you can get a full charge and a half charge. Oh, yeah, you can get a full charge and a half charge on a single appearance. But he can appear there, which is completely out of range for you. Right, so it's RNG where he appears. And then there you go. You can get a full charge and a half charge. And I think I need a full charge and a single lemon. Oh, maybe a full charge will do this. Look at that. Out of range. Out of range. Out of range. Dude, he's just gonna make me wait. He's just gonna make me wait. Look at this. No, unfortunately, he's not weak to any weapon. Every other weapon... There we go. Every other weapon does just 1 pip of damage to him. So what you can do is you can try to use Rush Coil, but you have to menu to Rush Coil, get out, drop him, hop on him, and then shoot him, and you might be able to get a half charge? If that? Maybe just 1 lemon? Like, that's your best bet, right? So... That's actually, the TAS uses that as a strategy, where the RNG that they get, I think the first 2 hits, they use Rush Coil to get a couple hits, and then they just have all low enough so that they can get full charge, half charge. Right? And so this is it, like, the end of this game feels so wonky, right? Like, because what do you have? You have, right, the first 4 robots from different games, and then you have Waveman, Toadman, and then, what is it? Crashman stage without, or not Crashman, Quickman stage without a final boss. And then an empty hallway with a single enemy in it that leads to a Wily fight. And like, there's no play really, right? You use, in the first 4 robots, you use the weaknesses within them, right? Like, there are weaknesses there. But the Wave isn't weak to anything. No one is weak to napalm, as far as I can tell. And, like, Toad is only weak to Wave, and then Wily's not weak to anyone. So there's very little you can do with, like, item choice when it gets to that point, right? It's kind of fascinating. Like, I really want to know what happened in the development of this game to lead it to being, like, the way that it is, right? Like, all of the portable Mega Man games have a little bit of this were mishmashing. I think it took the Mega Man Game Boy games, like, until the number 5, maybe number 4, before they started using, like, unique characters, or unique, like, robot masters. It was all just, like, pulled from 2 different, almost all of them, pulled from 2 separate games, right? It was such a weird choice. Yo, Safety. What's up, friend? Yo, yeah, are we doing some speedrunning stuff at Anime North? I mentioned it to Russell, and Russell said that he was planning on bringing back games finished adequately this year. So, as you can see by the red time, it will only be an adequate speedrun. But hey, we can do it. It's not at the Sheridan? Where is it? Oh, the one next to it? Okay. I mean, hey, if that means I don't have to do the walk every time now, that might be nice, actually. Oh, yo, safety. So, the Toronto Top Tiers weeklies, those are happening every Tuesday and Wednesday, right? I think I'm going to swing by next week. Tuesday and Wednesday. Sweet. I think I'm going to swing by next week. I'm going to meet up with Taco and play some games. Yeah, Tuesday is Tekken, Wednesday. That's what I thought. I thought Tuesday would be Tekken night. So, cool. Yo, yeah, I'm gonna swing by and I'm gonna bring a little niche fighting box that we can play a bunch of weird random fighters on. So, yo, oh wait, you're not there on the 14th for reasons. Of course. Not related to you. Okay, cool, but the 7th, we'll be there. Awesome. Yo, what do we want to see, man? What do I need to subject the Toronto Weekly, the Toronto Fighting Game Weekly to? Guys, people in chat, I need to know. I need to know what do they need to experience? Oh, I'm sure you have a suggestion, Super HC. 100%. You're gonna champion another game? Hey, yo, that is actually the first, and I went back down the stairs. That is actually the first time I got through those first 3 med hats without having a damage boost. Yo, look at me go. Thank you. I appreciate that, Punk. I appreciate that. Yo, immediate distraction from my goals, though. Oh man, it's been fun though. It's been fun going through and speedrunning stuff again. I haven't like. Holy. Okay. Yo, whatever my muscle memory is doing, it is like, sure, I want that. I want to go to there. Yeah, they need to experience the martial champions. Slide. Hop. Okay, make sure I get far enough over. Hey, nice. Ooh, I'm ahead of pace, aren't I? Oh, and I almost made that jump. I wanted to squeeze through there. Okay, let's see if I can get a good fight on him. Oh no. No, I'm just I just have a save state at the start of the game, and I'm just trying to get consistent enough to get complete runs. Yo, did you see though? Like in part because of that, getting through the Met hats at the very beginning of that stage, I was able to save some time, right? It was probably almost a full second saved on that alone. And then I think a decent fight. Ooh, got under. All right. Oh, what am I doing? I wasn't... Tried to look at chat. Gold split, baby! I kind of like this tune, too. The world record in this is 14 minutes and 59 seconds. Yeah, it's just they grinded for the sub 15. That's okay. Yeah, so 15 minutes, right? So my 1634 right now is where I'm at. And I'm hopeful I can get into the 15-minute range. I think I'll be able to kind of get good enough at this run and find a consistent enough route for me that I'd be able to get into the 15 minutes at least. Oops. That's fine. Yeah, once again, hoping to get a shot off from that guy so that I can damage boost between those first two grasshoppers. Alternatively, I can try to figure out something with Rush Coil. I keep forgetting to charge for that too. Alrighty, alrighty. Damage boost. Oh. Like short speed runs, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely, right? I didn't make that. God damn, I need to start doing that in one swift motion, man. I do know, you know what? I think what I will do is I will save a handful of save states just at my trouble spots. Like, honestly, like, that jump right there is definitely one I've gotta be more comfortable with, because I'm not comfortable with it and I know it. Yeah, well, you don't like the 15-hour Breath of the Wilds? Nah, man. If I have to schedule a pee break in my speedrun, we have a problem. Yeah, it must be because you have things to do. Who knew? Yeah, there's the good and the bad of it, right? Like, it's nice because it's short, it's pretty easy to learn. You can, like, go through your repetition and get a good loop going, feel like you're making progress. But it also means that it's short, and the good speedrunners are going to optimize the heck out of it, so it's going to feel really daunting to make progress versus a world record if that's how you kind of judge yourself, right? It's partly why it's really important to, like, right? I mean, it's like, speedrunning's kind of like golf in a lot of ways, where, yes, you're competing against other people, but you're competing against yourself primarily. So, right? It means, like, just because someone else has a 15-minute record doesn't mean I need that 15-minute record. And I'm not getting it like this. Yeah, and like in golf, the lower score, the better. I've thought of these parallels. Is it speed running? Is it point running? What would you call it? Oh. Whoo! Okay, we got it. That's fine. That's a little bit better. I'm getting a little bit better at that section. Alright, and can I get a... I also need to work on making sure I don't have to damage boost through that first guy. That would be really helpful. Save myself some energy. Yeah, and then not getting hit by that guy. Okay, see, I'm in a much better place, health-wise. I'm still not going to do the damage boost because I do not trust myself. So we see, we see the spots we need to work on. Shot, bring out, bright, ow. Yeah, like Castlevania, right? And that's another good example of like a relatively short and sweet game that has some really cool tech to it. Right? The high end is going to be super competitive, but there's a lot you can do, and there's a lot of variety in the things you need to do. You need to manage RNG, you need to manage boss patterns, you need to manage some damage boosts, and there are some like things here and there that are like a little trixier. Right? It's a good all-around speedrun. I think if I could find a way to incorporate the zips into this speedrun, I would think it would be a pretty good like holistic attempt, a good representation of a lot of different skill sets in speedrunning. And once again, I think you will find, like, I don't think anyone would say that this is the best Mega Man game, right? Like, it's got some flaws, it's obviously unfinished in some places, it's a little awkward in some ways, but it's still fun, it's still solid, and it's definitely Mega Man, right? But as a speed game, I think it actually ends up being even better. Like, the types of optimizations that you have to do can be actually a lot more interesting, because usually as a casual player, you're going to be interested in boss weaknesses and boss order optimizing and stuff like that, right? That's less of a thing than having the you know, optimizing your slides and optimizing your charge shots and stuff like that can become the thing that becomes super engaging about the game. Oops, wasn't fast enough. Yeah, this is another spot where only having 2 lemons is a big nerf. Oh, cool. I got the health. That's fine. Be wily. Spend all this time building evil robots. Whatever your motivations are. You come sliding in and 14 minutes later, it's done. Oh. Dang. Dang. I even had a chance there to get him really high. He was at 1 pip of health. I could have hopped up and hit him at the apex of my jump. Would have saved myself some frames on the other end. Yo, 2 gold splits? Okay. Like, look, this is not gonna be a PB run, but we have some things that we've accomplished, right? Your pace in CV Punk, you're saying is decent, but your Dracula is awful. And that's this is when you hit those spots in like in speedruns where you're just like, I can't do it, man. I'm not consistent enough in it. Oh no! I lost my slide momentum. I did it a little too early. Oops. Look at what happens, man. Look at what happens when you get off your groove. I'm not trusting myself now. Whoop, there we go. There we go, we're fine. There we go, got the little hop. Yeah, the wind too, man, honestly. That's one of those things that it's a little awkward, right? What would otherwise be a perfectly cromulent jump is all of a sudden the thing that's going to get you killed. Okay, it's a bad sign when you're already a minute off of pace from your next level as soon as you make the split. Ooh. Okay, let me just do that. Yeah, I can fall right down. I'm not taking any of the power-ups, so I can just do that. Oh! Yo, okay. I came across this the other day when I was playing. I've already started So I don't know if y'all I actually have. I really like this controller actually. Here, this is let me show you here. I got the Retrobit Dogbone controller. Right? It's an actual NES controller. And I have an NES to USB adapter that I use. And this thing has been great. It honestly has been. I've been using it for most of my NES and Game Boy speedruns since I purchased it a couple years ago. And finally what I've noticed is that I think I've worn down the rocker on the D-pad enough that if I'm not careful, I'll roll just a little bit, like imperceptibly to me, but just enough that it swaps my direction, and like I'll see these like wonky little like right? It's like my character will just start flipping back and forth like every other pixel basically, right? Which, you know, might actually prove useful for maybe some like puzzle games, but when you're trying to slide in one direction and you just rock a little and all of a sudden you start sliding the other way, it's bad news bears. Yeah, it was very common with the SNES controllers. The Dogbone controllers use what is very, very similar to the mold of the Dogbone of the SNES controllers, right? So I don't know if you can see here, but the back of it is actually convex, so it bumps out, as opposed to like the flat back of the SNES controller. And then on the front here, it's the same thing. It's flat, and then there's these convex caves, like convex sections, right where the buttons and the D-pad are, right? So it's a little raised, which is actually good for games where you need to rock back and forth. Yeah, it's super comfy. It's way, way, way comfier. I would love an original NES Dogbone controller. Like I have. Dude, the last time I saw one at like it was like a gaming expo, I saw some retro store at an expo. They were trying to charge me like $80 for an OEM, like not an OEM, but like an NES Dogbone controller. And I'm just like, no, I can't do that, man. Like I will spend the $20 on the Retrobit remake, right? I would probably but like, man, they're so good. They're so good. They're so comfortable. I'm sad that there's not more of them. I guess for those of you who don't know, there was like, of course, there have been like a million revisions of the NES over the years, right? And very, very late in the NES's life, they actually introduced a top-loading NES. So usually, right, you have your NES, right? From Value Village. Right, you got your $5 NES from Value Village, right? This is your front loader, and boom, you can play some Tetris, right? So, like usually this is how it goes. And this thing, man, is like notoriously bad. You know how there's the whole you need to blow in your NES cartridge thing? Like that stems from a poor connector, a poor pin connector in the NES, and the fact that it's got to do this, and it has to have the mechanics for it, and it has to line up properly, and if it doesn't, your game's all wonky. So then you got to do this thing where you like grab the inside of the little divot on your NES cartridge, and you wiggle it back and forth until you get the game to work properly. Yeah. Who's had to do that, right? No. There's a reason your Super Nintendo is a top loader, right? Because this is way more consistent. They fix the pin connectors. You don't have this weird, you've got to like wiggle it in, you push it down. It's way more consistent, right? And so late in the life of the NES, Nintendo actually introduced a version of the Nintendo that was a top-loading unit, and it came with a Dogbone controller, and it took some inspiration, I guess, or shared some design philosophies with the Super Nintendo, right? And so they went to a top-loading model, right? Much like the Super Nintendo did. They have the Dogbone-shaped controller, much like Super Nintendo, which I don't have my SNES controller within reach, right? Much like they had the Dogbone shape. So they like backported that to the NES in a late life model, which, right, like is actually kind of fascinating and amazing. Right? And the toplet will always look like something off of AliExpress. I wonder how much of the like industrial design influence for those kind of things are actually inspired by the like the top loading design, and right, like how much, because you see it all the time, right? You see that a bunch of handhelds always look like NESs, or always look like Game Boys rather, right? I mean, this is a very, very common thing you'll see in these kind of kitschy AliExpress things. Shout out HC. So yeah, I wonder how much crossover there is, right? But this is I don't know how we got here. We got here from the dog bone controller. That's how we got here. So this thing, yeah, this design, the dog bone controller design, right? Which, I mean, obviously, if you look at it, it kind of looks like a dog bone, right? Kind of looks like one with the bloop and the bloop and the woof woof, right? So yeah, that was introduced with that late era or the late life NES update, right? There's a bunch of really interesting things, like there's the obvious revisions like that, but I don't know how much you guys have paid attention to this stuff or like have looked into it over the years, but there are a whole heck ton of internal revisions to a lot of these consoles. I realized at one point the sound chip in my Super Nintendo died. And I opened it up and I was like, I don't know, did a capacitor blow? Can I resolder something and like fix it up, right? Because sometimes that's all it takes. And I realized that the revision of the Super Nintendo that I had actually has its own dedicated sound processing unit in a whole case, right? So like at some point, instead of it being incorporated into the main board, it was broken out into its own board, and it had a custom connector, which thankfully meant that I could go onto eBay and purchase just the sound module for my revision of the Super Nintendo, and was able to replace that instead of having to buy a new Super Nintendo at like $180 or whatever absurd price they're selling them at on the secondhand market at this point. I was like, I can just buy this thing. And lo and behold, right, like I have a perfectly functional, because it was just that one thing. And once again, what led to that? Did the engineers figure out that no, we have consistent problems with our sound chips breaking for whatever reason, voltage issues, whatever the hell it might have been. And so let's do a revision to the Super Nintendo later on down the line, where we can consolidate some of that stuff, make a cheaper main board, and have the standalone thing, so that, hey, it cuts down on their repair costs. Because let it be known that Nintendo's repair costs, like repair policies, they will repair freaking everything. I think they only stopped honoring repairs on the Super Nintendo like in 2019. It was relatively recently that they stopped doing, like, officially supporting repairs and refurbishments for a lot of their really, really old consoles, right? So you would want to, as a company, like, cut down on your costs in that way, right? I mean, that makes a whole heck of a ton of sense. But yeah, right? What led to these? But like, there are a bunch of revisions. Even outside of the Super Nintendo, actually, you can look at the Sega Genesis. There are a bunch of obvious different models of the Sega Genesis, but what you might not know is that it actually has a lot of impact on the sound processing. You will get different sounds and different looking visuals output from a Sega Genesis with different internal revisions, right? So this becomes really important if you're looking to mod an old console with like an HD upscaler, where there are some revisions of the Sega Genesis which do not cooperate well with a lot of HD upgrade kits, right? It's just based on the way that they're wired up, that they don't play nice, right? So having specific PCBs with specific layouts is kind of required if you want to do some of these mods. Dude, the wild world of retro tech. It's and it's funny, it's just like the things you can learn. Like I only realized that about these Super Nintendo revisions when my sound chip blew. And I said to myself, what's the harm? If like everything else about the games were like, all the games that I played on my Super Nintendo were completely fine, except for the fact that the sound was horribly distorted. It was not being processed properly. So I was like, okay, let me take a look at this, see what we can do, right? And yeah, just led me down this rabbit hole of discovering all these different revisions for the Super Nintendo and different, like, repair processes and things you needed to do, and then it led me to the modding scene and stuff like that. It's absolutely wild. Alright, I gotta top up my drink, and then we're gonna come back, and we're gonna take a couple more runs at Megaman. I'll see if I can't run myself into the wall and figure out the speedrun. Still don't know what's going on inside those systems. I mean, technology is 99% black magic, if you ask me, right? It's just, it is an incantation away from summoning the devil. So, we can't be expected to understand all that, can we? All right, friends, yo, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack. And I'm gonna be right back in just a couple minutes, and we're gonna play some more Mega Man. back, everybody. How you doing? MrMKL here. We are hanging out in the digital basement. I'm doing some speedrunning. Yo, we're gonna see how many attempts we can get through here. Hopefully I can show a little more progress. We got some gold splits though. Yo, I'm happy about some gold splits for sure. But yeah, working on this speedrun. I actually, dude, the big boss man at the day job is going away on the corporate retreat. Lucky him, he gets to go to fucking, I don't know, like New Orleans or something like that. I don't know, going on a fucking ski trip in Banff or something. And so I gotta go in and work on a Saturday morning. Who doesn't? No, it's cool. It's cool. It's what I'm supposed to do anyways. But we're gonna get some speedruns in before they send me off to the mines in the morning. Okay, so y'all might know, recently I put out a magazine called Okizine. It's the indie fighting game magazine, all about cool stuff. Well, stuff that I think is cool and that I think you'll think is cool. But I'm working now, so I've done 2 runs of the prints, which I'm super proud of. Thank you, really, everyone, for all the support. It's been great. And so yeah, I've just gotten those. I'm gonna be sending out the second runs, the orders from the second print run, this week. And I am working on not dying at that spot. No, I'm working on volume 2 of Okizine now. And so I'm curious, actually, especially for the folks who have had the pleasure of checking out the magazine already. Right? Like, I'm curious what you think. What do you want to see from the magazine going forward, right? Like, what kind of coverage, what kind of content, who do you want to see represented in those pages, and how do you want to see them presented? I'm curious what you all think. I have some ideas, of course, but I am nothing if not wanting to have the voice of the community represented. Ooh, cheats. I like that, right? That's a good thing to play on, right? So I have the I have some, like, retro-style print ads included in there. as well, right? And so, yeah, more stuff like that, right? The cheat sections. Make sure I get these jumps. No! Oh, that was silly of me. Yeah. Cheats, mocks, and parody of that. I like that idea, Punk. I really do. Please please do not quarter up 327 times. We might not actually have that much time. No, unfortunately, tonight is a speedrun night. Like I said, I gotta be up at the crack of dawn tomorrow for the day job, but I need to, yes, I should announce that for next week. Next Friday for sure can be a right, like a community lobby. I know Mib has been interested in playing some more Duels of Fortune. Ducky and I were talking about playing some Frostfire. We can get some Martial Champions going. Because, yeah, one of the things I want to do with Okizine is make sure that, like I said, I have a variety of voices represented, right? Like, obviously it's going to be, I'm doing all the writing right now, though I have had some offers from people to write some pieces, which I have been very pleased about. But I would like to, like, right, I kind of want to show off the wide diversity in thoughts and experience within the niche fighting game community. Damn it! I keep getting clipped by that jump. All right, I might have to actually shoot one of those guys. Some Jang Pung 3. I've heard of that one. I think Punk told me about that one. What is it all about? That feels like it's like a homebrew game. Is that a homebrew like NES Fighter or something? Oops. I missed my charge shot, so that was a little sloppy. Okay, that was a little bit better, though, the rest of it. I like that. Korean bootleg, alright. Hey, and I got the double shot. And I got the hang time. Nice. Whoop. Missed my shot. Whoops, there we go. Okay, that's actually probably the fastest I'm gonna get that fight right now. So that's not too bad. Okay, I'm still within 3 seconds. Okay, we still got some. We can work with this, guys. We can work with this. JP3 has a surprisingly large cast. Moveset's small, easily digestible, quite nice. Cool. Korean bootleg Sega Master System fighting game. Okay. Oh. Dude, okay, that's a different... That's a different looking... dimming of the lights. I guess you can get it at different brightnesses. I didn't realize that. Gonna focus. I actually got my damage boost. Alright, alright. Thank you. Okay. Yo, okay, that was actually a really good fight. Yeah, gold split. Okay. Yeah, that was a great pattern. So he stopped and shot right away, which meant that I got the free charged buster shot. And then I was able to mash out a bunch of stars instead of having to wait for him to jump and land on me. So yeah, that was like, yeah, about 6 seconds, I would say, saved. Oh, and that's funny too. So if you shoot a lemon and then you charge a partial lemon, or like do a half charge, your lemon will turn into your half charge. It's like, it's a weird thing where it just like jumps to the spot. Ugh. Okay, unfortunately, I know what to do against the helicopter dude now. I just don't know what to do with the pylons leading up to it. I'm not getting. I haven't figured out that pattern yet, so it's a little shaky. Oh no! Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, well, on the bright side, I have more health. Oh, that's That sounds really weird. It uses YouTube videos to navigate? I have to see this. I have to see what this is all about. That sounds wild to me. Oof, alright. Lost a huge chunk of time from that death, though, right? 20-second deaths? No fun. Dulcim has a rising knee? Perfection. It's perfection. So yeah, missed a slide there. Man, honestly, slide optimization. It's gonna be everything. It sounds like it's even more than just swapped attacks. Still has a plus the knee. That is so wild. Yo, so okay, so I was searching out games on itch.io for my last Niche Fighter Monday stream, and I found a bunch of really good ones, of course. But there's a lot of them on there that I really want to take a look at because they really strike me as, I'm pretty sure they're just builds of Mugen with their custom characters, and I guarantee you all of these characters are going to be stupidly OP. Like the most ridiculous Mugen nonsense ever. And oh, I'm wondering if I should do a... Yo, Punk, you should look at it for one of your, like, bottom of the barrel streams or whatever, right? When you did, like, the cheapest fighting games on Steam. You need to do that, but with the, like, random Mugen games on itch.io. Oh my god, this is a really bad octopus fight. Oh. I had it. I had a good little pattern going on him, though. A good rhythm, right? Of the charge shot as he lands, or a half charge as he lands, and then full charge after his big jump. Yeah. I had that going. All right. Dude, okay. We're Toadman, and we're within 30 seconds. This seems like this is probably the best attempt of the night so far. Ooh, get under there. I love that segment. Whoops. Oh, whoops. I love it so much, I'm gonna do it again. Whew. Okay, and hop. Ah, I missed it. Oh no! Okay, can I get it? Hop, shot. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm starting to feel this segment a little bit more now. Whoop. There we go. Okay, okay, that wasn't bad. Ideally, you want to get it right, like shot as he hops, and then back, and then you get him on the second hop, so that there's like one empty hop from him. But if you mess up your timing, then you gotta wait for his invuln frames to end, which the invuln frames in this game actually last a long time. Yeah, basically you want no belly dances, is actually what you want, right? Because if you can get him to not do the belly dance, then you've hit him fast enough, is how it basically works. So, whoops, I went the wrong way. That's fine. A little slower, but no damage. Not that I really have to worry about damage much. I just have to worry about dying on bad slides. Because there are like no enemies in this half-finished stage. There we go. Right? And then nothing until the end. This is such a weird thing, man. Like, I feel so bad for the probably one dude. Like, I guarantee it was like literally one dude who was responsible for this, whoops, for this whole port, right? Ah, okay. Charge shot and a lemon, right? So I want full charge, half charge. Full charge, lemon. I'm a little early on releasing my half charge. Full charge. Whiffed. See, half charge would have hit from that height too. There you go. Yo, I even got the double shot. So yeah, you can see if you... Oh no! If you can actually hit your shot after the semi-charge fast enough. Gold split, nice. Yeah, if you can hit the single lemon after your half charge, they will actually stack right on top of each other, and that's how you get like the bonus damage. Like that's, I'm pretty sure you can do it if they're staggered enough, if they hit just on the same frame. But like you can literally get their sprites to overlap, and if you hit with that, it does some extra damage. And yes, you can reverse damage boost through enemies. So if you turn away from them, right? So knockback in this game pushes you back from the enemy that you hit. So if you walk right into them, you get knocked back, right? So if you jump and then you turn around and you knock into them, they'll pull you into it. There is like one spot that I have to use that in particular in Stone Man stage to get through some of the turrets. And thank you. Yes, yo, 11 seconds, right? That was a really good Wily fight. Here, I'm gonna save those. Yo, we got a ton of gold splits. I'm pretty sure like I gold split it every one of my splits so far tonight. Like tonight, right? So I just gotta string those together. Thank you for playing. Yo, friends, and thank you for joining me today. This has been super fun. I needed this to kind of decompress before having to, like, give up my Saturday to go do some work. Get out of the video editing software. Did I leave that open? I definitely left Premiere running one night when I was streaming, and I was worried I was gonna hop to it and reveal everything, all of my devious plans. Your approach for Castlevania, Punk? What was it? You had a save state for every level, and you just grinded them like crazy. Yeah. And that's what I started. So when it's funny, when I started doing these runs, my first thing was just like beat the game. Just get familiar with it, beat the game. That's always my process, right? And then I was like, let me do a run through until I'm like I felt comfortable with all the stages instead of being like I died, right? Whatever, that happens. And then yeah, once I did that, then I was like I had a save state for every stage. And I started practicing those stages until I was like, okay, I have a route. I have a route that I'm like reliably gonna stick with. And then from there, I actually save stated the bosses to make sure that I really had a good grasp of their patterns and how best to handle those. And then since then, like I said, I have a tendency to get stuck in ruts of just doing the first handful of levels, like the first 2 or 3 levels, and then being like, oh, my time's not fantastic. I'm just gonna. So partly why I'm streaming and doing speed runs is so I'll just do full runs, right? Like I'll cancel out and whatever. I'll abandon runs here and there, but much of it is I need to get through the end, right? And see the progress, like see the gold splits happen, see where I'm like, oh, that's comfortable, right? I have a clip now I need to check out for Stone Man stage where I say make sure I can reliably get through that first segment, right? What happens if I find one of those spots that's like 75% the way through the run? Suddenly I'm like, I need to be able to get to that point and then get past. So like doing the whole runs, I think gives you a better understanding and better like, helps me at least, gives me a better understanding and like helps me build my muscle memory. And then once I'm at the point where I'm like, I can do a run and unless I have like a major meltdown, I'm getting through with a deathless run. Then and only then do I do the hard grind where it's like every little slip up I reset the run, man. We're taking it back to the start, right? Like we're not quite there yet with Megaman GameGear, but we're a fair way through the process, honestly. Like I've gotten comfortable enough with this run that I think that yeah, now it's about some more serious optimizations. Absolutely. Yeah. Now it's time to hone in on those spots, right? So the first big jump in Brightman stage, it's actually a pretty large jump. It's not pixel perfect, but you have to get out on the ledge in order to be able to make that jump reliably. And there's an enemy right on the other side, so you have to shoot right as you jump. And so I was like, honestly, I felt like if I felt even a little out of rhythm, I would notice that I was dying there a lot, right? So that's one of the spots, right? One of the first spots that I honed in on as saying, I'm gonna make sure I get this, right? I get my double shot and I get the dimmed light glitch. And then once I get past there, I get my jump and shot and I get through that first screen, right? And so yeah, I'm gonna have to identify those spots. The end of Brightman stage, obviously, with the platforms, the moving platforms, that's another one where it's like, it's not a pixel perfect jump, but it's a pretty tight jump. And if I'm a little out of rhythm, I'm messing up. So I need to find a way to guarantee that rhythm and optimize that shit, right? But like you'll see it where like I'm pretty comfortable, I think, with Vibe Man and Starman, right? And then Bulb and Napalm I struggle a little on, and then I settle back in around Merfight. So I've got like I said, I think tonight I helped identify some of my sore spots that I'm gonna work on. All right, friends. Yo, it is time though for me to call it a night. Yes, the Toadman section with the wind is more mind games than anything else. The jumps are really easy. If you but like treat them like a jump that's twice the size and you'll be fine. Right? Yeah, absolutely. It's a mindfuck. I love that segment though. That segment of Toadman stage is so fun. Dude, I highly recommend it. Take a look at my VOD here today. And if you like Mega Man games and you like sliding around, you like cool movement, go just do the beginning of that stage and slide through and nail those jumps. That first screen, mwah, it's so satisfying. Yeah, Punk, I'm glad you can chill too. Same, super. Everyone who was able to drop by and hang out and share in the stream. I appreciate it. Friends, make sure to give me the follows there. I'm on Twitter, of course, at MrMKL_. We got the Patreon also, patreon.com/MrMKL. MrMKL, that's the one. If you want to be a super fan, if you want to really help support this, that's where you can do it. We've also got, thedigitalbasement.gumroad.com if you want to check out Okizine or some cool stickers and stuff like that. Also check out, yes, the Discord DMs. I will do that. Speaking of which, there's the Digital Basement Discord. If you're not in there, you need to get in there. It's super cool. There's a lot of cool people, and we do cool things. And so, come by and hang out, and you'll be part of the crew. You'll be part of the family. It'll be awesome. Anyways, stay safe out there, everyone. Take care of yourselves as always. Be nice to yourself. Be nice to others. And I will see you on Monday for Niche Fighter Monday. We're gonna have some delightful niche fighters. It'll be a lovely surprise. Stay tuned, friends. I'll see you on the other side. Night.